Hello. Welcome to day... What day is it? 7? Welcome to day 7 of the Jingle Jam. Halfway through the Jingle Jam. So far we've raised £785, which is huge. Thank you to everyone. Today, I'm going to work some more on V6 because I can. So I will. And no one wants to play any games with me. But today I will be redoing the wood cabin because it needs to be done. I don't know what you want from me. I've got to redo the wood cabin. It's on the list. This is a wood cabin. Many of you may be aware of this. It's been in the game for a while. This is the old one. Did you know it sits on this giant platform? Because of the displacements, it's uneven. So in order to have it sort of sit in the ground when the displacements are all uneven, it has to have this big base. Can you rate it? This one? Well, no, because the stairs don't reach. You see how that's an issue? So you couldn't get up. This is unrateable, really. I don't really need the old one. I'm just basically just going to use it as a size reference. The layout, I think the layout I'm going with is pretty much the same. The plan is to how are we going to do this? It needs to be slightly bigger. I'm going to move the bathroom over here. I'm going to make this bedroom bigger. And then I'm going to bring the front forward slightly. But in order to do that, I think it's probably easier to just tear it apart and start from scratch. Rather than working off of the old brush. It sort of gets corners cut, it's already pretty efficient on that, which is good. I keep in the side door, yes. Yes, I will keep the side door. We spent a lot of time coming up with different designs, but I think that's one we'll go for. There's a second design that's been cut, that's people have come up with, which is to have the bathroom and then a door on the other end of the bathroom. But like, I'm just really against putting the second door in the bathroom, so I think I won't. Please delete shower. I might delete the shower. It's kind of big and annoying. Any shower is kind of annoying. I think it might just be a little bathroom, like a little toilet room. Toilet room, is that what you'd call it? Anyway, point of the stream is raising money for charity. Exclamation point, donate in the chat. And if you donate £35 or more, you can get yourself the Jingle Jam Games collection, which is a collection of 18 great games, and 100% of your money goes to charity. Okay, let's just start. What size do we need here for the base room? Let's start with the size that the building already is. That's yay big. And I like to work with I like to set my floor color to something different, otherwise you can't see what's floor and what's building. And then we use orange for accent pieces. What do I need here? Is those 850 raised for charity? Yes, we've currently raised 785. The next goal is 850, and 100% of that goes to charity. Okay, let's give ourselves a base. I guess we can. No, we don't need to worry about the actual base right now. This is fine. Okay, Paralake less rateable, more roleplay friendly. Paralake V6 is more roleplay friendly. That I can say. What's forwards? That's kind of annoying. Let's just rotate everything. Okay, well, let's do another 180. Let's get it so when I'm looking at the grid, it's facing the right way. Not necessary, just it will avoid confusions. And then we'll make sure this is still on the grid. It is not. It's fine. There we go. Hey bro, will there be another Half-Life 3 fan-made trailer? Yes or no? Because I don't understand English very well. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe is the only answer I can give there, because I don't know. Good evening. Hey baby Shay. Ellen. Peeps, are you pocketing the money? Absolutely not. The money doesn't even go anywhere near me. It automatically goes straight into the pool which is sent to the charity, the Jingle Jam pool. Okay, so this is the size of the actual room, right? I didn't get that wrong. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll make it slightly bigger. If we do that, it's already a little bit bigger actually, but let's just bring it out this side. Like here, it definitely needs to be bigger because placing stuff in it. And I'm going to bring this all the way out to the end of the balcony. Whatever you'd call this. Balcony? Porch? I don't know. Put that over here. In fact, I'll probably just get rid of it now. We don't really need it. Actually, no, we... no, I don't need it. I don't need it. As I said last time, I don't know if this is a particularly interesting thing to stream, just making the map, but, you know, if you're interested in seeing, you can say patio. Yeah, that's probably what it's called. What do you use for maps? This is 𝗕𝗺++, which is the community-made version of Hammer, Valve's level editor. Now, when working, we use a universal height indicator to work out how tall walls should be, and that is the door frame. Well, I made a building once using a player as the height, and if you'll notice that players are really tiny compared to door frames. Door frames are massive. So what it meant was that whilst the building looked right to players, couldn't fit any doors in it. Hope you enjoy Minecraft. So we will use a door as our height reference. Would they ever consider changing the max player count? Servers might be full on release v6. We can't go any higher. It would be nice. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Fox. Okay, I did not have no draw set there. Which floor plan will you use? If you go into the Myro rogue, I'm using 5, I think. 5 or 5.1, but I'm against putting the... I don't like the idea of having the door in the bathroom. I can get rid of this now. It's weird to me. Okay, let's move this building onto the grid fully. Alright, what width are the walls in here? They're quite thin, aren't they? That's, what, like 12? 8. Okay, they're very thin. Might be too thin. Maybe we'll go with 10. Maybe 12. Also, let's just extend this so it is... It's just slightly easier if it's always lined up to the larger squares. Makes it easier to count distances. 10 or 12. 8 here. I mean, they're they're made of wood, so I suppose they're not particularly strong. So I guess 10's probably fine. We'll go with 10. Start just getting the outer walls in. Oh, it's not a square. Do I want to make it a square? Does it? It doesn't need to be a square. It's almost a square. I'm just going to say no. Doesn't need to be a square. Please use fiber on my side door is bad. But the bathroom. I don't want the back door in the bathroom. Fix the back door being in the bathroom, Rogue. I've got the mirror open right now. You can fix it, and then I'll use it. I don't know what you have to do that. Backdoor shitter? I don't want a backdoor shitter. Okay, what we're doing here is we're cutting the corners so it meets on the cut. Because when a map compiles, it will make cuts here and here in order to not have brush intersecting. By doing this, basically, Hammer doesn't want anything but no draws touching each other, and it will make cuts to try and make that happen. So by doing this, we are reducing the number of brushes we use, because it doesn't need to make excess cuts. Okay, so we got 4 walls. Okay, so space-wise, I see Rogue is actively editing the plan right now, so I'll leave him to that. And in the meantime, we can put in this first dividing wall. Fixed it. Do you think that makes the bedroom too small? What do you think? Let's put this into 10. I'm not sure how big the separation here should be. Obviously want the living area to be the main room. I guess we can measure in barricades. Do I have? Where are they? What are they under? What are the barricades actually called? Concrete? There we go, concrete barrier. That's not the, I don't think this is the right barricade, but it'll do. There we go. It's just like 3 barricades across. That's probably fine. And then that makes this, what, like 2 barricades? Looks like each square here is about a barricade and a bit. Okay, so the debate currently is where we put the side door, whether it's at the side or on the back. I'm just going to put walls down for now. Okie dokie. So we want the bedroom to be bigger. See, we could go with a small corridor. It's very small though. Well, actually it's not that small. So you've got to fit a bathroom, making a 5.2. I'm watching you. Honestly, probably it's going to end up looking like the old wood cabin, to be honest. Maybe I didn't give that design enough credit. If we go like that. This is just the old wood cabin now, but bigger. It's just a bigger version. Right. Undertale music? Yes, I love Undertale music. I listen to it constantly when I'm working. Maybe this corner's too harsh now? And this is quite a reasonable size now. Maybe... if we were to take off, I don't know, 64 here. Just let you know, chat's delayed. Yeah, chat's delayed by about, I don't know. Chat delayed OBS? Yeah. Chat delayed for me is delayed by about 30 seconds, and OBS is about a minute. Just gonna take, I guess, like 64 units off. Maybe that should be 128. What does that mean, this? 213. What building is this? This is the new wood cabin. And that would make this. What length are we going with? 289. $225. $225 actually lines up perfectly with that. That's quite convenient, isn't it? What a happy accident. Okay. Should then do a space kind of like this, which means you can have the bathroom there. I'm just playing with an idea right now. Just give us that space, which is, you know, significantly bigger. Like, main space is significantly bigger. I've got what Rogue's working on. Rogue's got the plans up on my other screen, so I'm just watching him do that. See if he comes up with anything better. So he's got basically the same thing, but without this diagonal right now. Yeah, and the door can go anywhere in the front. Back door seems to be favoured. I don't want to make any cuts until I've just made a decision about this, because that'll be awkward. I'll have to redo them then. Though I think this is very similar to the old layout. It might be fine given the increased size now. Okay, well, while that discussion is taking place, you think the toilet should go outside? I'm not against moving the toilet out to like a little outhouse. I can do that. It's not difficult. Shrek toilet? Yeah. What about... That'll give you a space. Probably could just... Could also enter in here. Like a toilet area here. This is probably maybe too big for a toilet. Well, I guess it depends if you're gonna add. If you're adding the shower, it has to be quite big, but this is probably a bit big. But we could always just make the cabin a little bit smaller, I guess. There's another possible design. Although that's basically the other design just flipped, I guess. I mean, yeah, if we're moving the bathroom outside, the toilet outside, then we can just go with something like this. But then I feel like now it's too big. Like we don't need all this space. What exciting thing am I creating today? Trying to make the wood cabin. And I thought I had a design planned out, and I've had second thoughts. And now I'm trying to make what Rogue is drawing to me. If it's gonna be smaller, it should be smaller long ways. Room could probably just go back to being square. The other thing is, how are the roof beams done here? Okay, they just sort of just go where they please, I guess. It's not that impressive. Okay. How many barricades is this? I mean, it's much small. It's obviously much smaller. Okay. I guess we can just continue with this space for now. Maybe it's too big. I'm not sure. Maybe we don't need this diagonal wall now. Like, and it can just be flat. You keep thinking you're in a VC, it's just me speaking? Yep. I'm gonna bring Rogue in. Hello?
Hello.
Oh my god, it's Rogue. Put me out my misery. My building misery.
We're here to discuss some Paralake 𝗕𝗺cie 𝗲𝗺.
So, wood cabin.
Yes. The wood cabin is a controversial building amongst the mapping community.
So, is this got, I think, has it gotten too big now?
So, I think the size, we could always make it oblong.
Yes.
Like a regular wood cabin.
Yep. Of course. I do think if we bring it down like this.
Yeah. And then we can go from there.
And at this point, it's pretty much just the old wood cabin without.
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny shape. Well, it's not really. It's kind of a poor use of space.
Yeah. Hey, Helga. Toilet as an outhouse? Yeah. That's what we're thinking. Because it's not like it's particularly usable as a room anyway.
And make it so that you can lock it up, I guess. You could still put drugs in there. Not
particularly safe, but yeah.
No, but you know, it's something interesting, isn't it?
How is this
now?
now?
You can hear the vibration.
I can hear you. I can hear your cat. I don't know if chat can hear your cat.
I do have a cat on top.
Let's make this slightly wider. For anyone just joining, we of course here raising money for the Jingle 𝗕𝗺 Basement. Donate if you want to get your hands on the game collection. Okay, let me extend this back out.
So for those who aren't aware, we do have a floor plan kind of thing going on. We have various different designs. We chose on one particular design, and now we're just stemming off that. But the problem is, I suppose, with the floor plan that you've made up before the actual building is that it's kind of hard to translate it into Hammer because it's the scaling is not the same. You can't imagine it being the same.
Well, it was fine until you said you didn't like the side door.
What do you mean?
Of design 5 on the sheet.
I don't know. I think a side door is a problem, but I just can't put my finger on it.
That's fine. That's fine. So I can do this, and then I mean it's basically the same, but without the. Yes, we have raised £785 so far. So thank you to everyone who has donated. If you haven't and you're able to, all the money goes to charity and you can get your hands on some great games if you donate £35 or more. We could even add a second bedroom, to be honest, if we wanted to. What is the size of this? Is this probably too small, but now it might be a bit big. Maybe it's just right. Is it still going to be 2 entrances? Yes. I don't know, I feel like, it just feels a bit boring, but I mean, it's a wood cabin. Maybe it's just going to be. Maybe there is a limited way you can make the floor plan of this kind of building interesting. We can make it more of a square.
How does chat feel about 45-degree walls?
Like a diagonal wall?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because we have them currently in the small suburbs houses, and also the large one actually.
And I think we use it in Regals as well.
Yes, we do. I think for this application, it might be a necessity.
Yeah. I mean, we can go back to it. Better than it being blocky? Yeah, I get that. Let's try it. Let's try putting it back. 203. Love whipping out the calculator. And this one is 182. Whoops. Look in my DMs. I have DMs.
Have to go through me.
Hey, yeah, do DM Rogue because he can look faster.
DM me, please.
Okay, we should bring this over to here. So that gives us the 45-degree, which does open up the living area a lot more. And I guess, I don't know, I wanted something more, I wanted it to feel interesting, but I guess a building with 2 rooms can only be so interesting.
It has to be functional, and I suppose a wood cabin is kind of it's supposed to be a premium building, really, isn't it? But in Paralake, it's kind of
it's
a last resort.
It's the new player building when everything else is sold out.
Building. Yeah.
So I guess this probably would work. What is the size of this compared to?
So we have a DM from a perp friend.
275. What's the length here?
Solo wood cabin. Nah, we don't really want a solo wood cabin because it's not the best use of our resources. We want to try and cram as many people in as possible. Because I imagine most people are basing with a partner.
So this comes to Well, I suppose space-wise, this is probably... Is this better? I think it's the same size, if not bigger, around here.
So
And the
I
second
think,
room is bigger, which I suppose is probably quite important. The bedroom is bigger.
well, the space is. I think the problem with the current wood cabin is it's very hard to defend in regards to placing barricades.
Of course.
So I think if we open up more space,
I think the back room being bigger is going to be helpful.
yes. Obviously, we need a division in the building for people to put their narcotta down and stuff like that. Chemical tables. Even though they're just going to board them up anyway.
Yeah,
But
you're
I suppose
crazy.
the advantage of a wood cabin is that it's in the forest. It's out of the way. You can hear who's coming in. You haven't got like noise, outside noise.
Okay, I guess we'll give this layout a go. I don't really want to put a door on a diagonal because that's always a nightmare. So I want to put it on one of these faces. Probably this one makes more sense because if I'm returning I think I'll put the kitchen back in this corner like it is in V5. And then gives room for a back door. V6 drop before GTA 7? I fucking hope so.
Yes. Most definitely. Most certainly.
Yes. I didn't make my cuts here. Whoops. I half did them.
Now, is there any limiting factors in terms of size?
Size? Like scale of the building?
Yes.
No. Not really.
So, I've seen a few on the old internet, the old Ask Jeeves,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them are in a T formation.
A T formation?
So they have, yes, so they have like a sort of a long shaft, and then it tops out as a T on the top, and that's where your living areas are. And then on
So
the
bedrooms at the
shaft,
front, living room at the back.
kind of, yeah, kind of in that formation. I reckon a T shape. And
So
then
if you look at our
between-
design board, kind of like design 1 but without the bathroom?
Design 1. So without the bedrooms,
Without the
I
bedroom?
may have to make a new.
Don't mean without the bathroom. Like
No.
bedroom on either side.
Let me make. I'm gonna have to make a 5.3.
Oh, you mean like the building is a T shape?
The building is in the shape of a T.
I see.
It most certainly is. Let me get.
That would be more resource intensive. Size is not, because you know
I
it could be the same
suppose.
brush. But once we start adding corners, that's when you have to start cutting to different brushes.
This is true, actually. That is the constraint. So perhaps the trade-off then would be an elongated building
Yes.
instead of a square building.
I mean, this is slightly longer than it is wide
I
right now.
think with an elongated building, we can possibly add. We could have a straight run through of doors at the top and bottom of the rectangle on the shorter walls. Let's see. This kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, just to describe what I'm doing, I'm currently making a rectangular shaped building in our planning software.
While you do that, we'll continue cutting out door holes. And see, aesthetically, I'd prefer, if I was doing this design, the door to be on this wall. But I think for gameplay reasons, probably have to be on this wall. Probably, yeah. I mean, ideally it's on the diagonal, but that just adds more pain, and I don't want that. I don't want the pain.
We don't like pain. We're back. So we're on 5.3 version.
Okay, I can see it, yeah.
Kind of theme that I was going for. Now, the thing that I was thinking,
yeah,
was, I'm not sure what I was thinking actually.
Okay, that's a good start.
Yes, an extrusion of the walls here, but obviously we would have to use up more of the resources of the map.
So like in a weird plus shape is what you're saying.
In this kind of shape, and then there's two doors at either end, but you can so similar to what are we similar to? So similar to the 𝗕𝗺cie𝗁𝗲𝗀, where you've got the garage door and the rear door, you can create a break with defense props between those 2 points. Or we could slightly shift the doors to either side.
Yeah, I suppose that could work. I'm trying to think how it would be. Can you get it so we say only have one of these and it's a bit bigger? So it's like
Are we allowed to show this to the viewers? I'm sure we could show this to the viewers.
I've just been putting pictures on screen. I can't actually share it because I'd have to change how my OBS settings work.
Oh, of course, you can. We can see it on stream. Yeah. Okay. That's very good.
No drawing and door trim visible, so void in game. This is we're in very early development stages of this building. We're in pre-blocking stage, so don't worry about it.
Yes. This is the putting up the breeze block stage before we cover it.
I kind of like the idea of a lowercase T-shaped building. I thought I had this down. I was going to come in. I was quickly going to put together 𝗕𝗺cie𝗁𝗲𝗺, and it'd be nice and easy.
Yes, this is the thing. I'm sure we can make it work.
I'm going to put this over here for safekeeping. You like the wallpaper? I love a good bit of dev wallpaper.
It's beautiful. But in my house.
So I guess it is more brush, but maybe it'll look better. And if it's only one side, it's not as much more brush. You can see what I'm doing, right? Right.
Hello?
You can see what I'm doing, right? I'm streaming to you? I don't remember if I am.
Yes, you are. Yes, I can see ahead of time. I can predict the future.
Yep. It's a magical skill, really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, this is looking superb as a rectangle.
There are two brushes on a floor. You can't say it looks superb.
I'm excited for this rectangle to be more oblong.
Let's go.
I'm gonna post the streaming announcements on the Discord. Share it with your friends.
Roundabout shaped house when? That would be very expensive on resources. How long is this? 680. So we want this to go down to like 500. So our closest line. 496. Not T enough. Bring it down to 4. Well, that's probably like 396. Yeah. Where's our middle point? Right there.
How will the T shape work for defenses? Honestly, we don't know. We have no idea.
It's a little bit my job to know.
This is the kind of thing we just start off with the bare shell and see how it works and make changes accordingly. Or I say we, PEEPS does it. We go in, we moan, and then PEEPS has to change it whether she likes it or not.
That's just so... Maybe in your dream world.
Yeah.
Let's try this. We're going to ignore the height of the walls now. I'm just going to pretend that this is like wall height, but I don't care. Okay, actually, maybe we bring this back all the way to like here. It's great when you have a plan and then you completely ignore it, like the rest of the map.
We're getting our creative juices flowing. Just a reminder to people who are joining the stream, you can donate to the Jingle Jam 𝗕𝗺cie games bundle, and you get many cool games. There are 18 in total, I believe. Very high quality games. I've actually been playing Shadow of Doubt, and I found it too confusing and gave up. But I'm sure if you have an intelligent brain, you would enjoy it.
I don't know. I did watch you try and shove a woman into a wardrobe.
Yes, I threw a fire extinguisher at a woman's face multiple times, and she kept getting up and beating me up, so I had to try and shove her in a wardrobe, but she wouldn't go in. Well, she went in, but then she got back out, and then I got shot by turrets, which I didn't even know there were in that game, I'll be honest.
In the ceiling, I believe.
Yes, they were indeed in the ceiling. I couldn't really... It was the tutorial mission it was. I couldn't get past it. I didn't really know what I was doing.
Okay, so here's what I've got. Mr. Cartires.
Hello. Yes. What have we got? I was looking at your stream on YouTube, and I forget it's buried in the distant past.
Delayed, yeah.
So yes, okay, right. So we've got half of a T. I'm liking it. I like it a lot. So I suppose really we're only using 2 more brushes. Is this right? Is how this works?
No, but it's not that much more.
It's fine. I know what I'm talking about.
The roof will be a little bit workable. It's workable.
So it's...
Good night,
I suppose... Good night, Alex Anton. I suppose it's similar to... It's like a very shrunken down suburbs house. I know the viewers have not seen the suburbs house in all of its glory, and it is glorious.
Yes, like that, but the garage was removed.
Yes. I'm liking it a lot.
Alright, mate, this is my...
We like nice, simple shapes, but we can make the simple shapes work.
Okay, I guess let's bring in the old door frame.
We like a good door frame. It's good for scale. Sense of scale. See, this is another thing, like, you know, doing hammer, I'd love to do it. It sounds great, but the scaling, I think I would struggle with the scaling, I'll be honest. Three-dimensional spaces are not my jam.
Coming from the guy who's never played Mario.
I've also never played Mario. Played Mario Kart on the Wii.
These old door frames. Yeah, these old door... I should probably fucking remake these door frames.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. I've remade all the doors. Might as well do the door frames.
Yeah, so a lot of pretty much every single of the things you see now in the map have been...
Don't remake, we want V6 ASAP. True.
Remake, it's too late. We've done it. We've done most of it.
Yeah, but the door frames.
The door frames. Nobody looks at the door frames. It's fine.
They wouldn't take that long to remake. They're fucking rectangles. I could do it right now.
Okay. This is... Okay. Now, I'm gonna warn
No,
you.
no. See, Helga, this is gonna be your fault. Alright, you've pushed me to remake the door frames and delay V6. You
did just say, mere moments ago, that this wood cabin would take you not long at all to remake. It'd be an in-and-out job. Just a nice quick stream for us all.
Yeah, I was going to be done in an hour. When was that? An hour ago.
Yeah. And what's going to happen with the door frame? We're going to have the same story.
Look, making the door frames is a bit easy, okay? They're just door frames. They're rectangles. I could do it right now. It would take like 20 minutes plus texturing. So 4 hours. V6 will take approximately 7 minutes longer. It's fine. Yeah, they don't look very good. They were made in Hammer, can you tell? XQ made them in Hammer, because I don't think XQ knew how to use Blender. Okay, so this is what I've got. This is what I'm feeling. No bathroom, outhouse. Could add the bathroom back, to be honest. But outhouse is probably fine. Plus more interesting, you know? Outhouse is a sin. You don't like the outhouse? Just makes me want to do it even more. Actually, let me cut my corners before I texture. If I wasn't hasty already, I will be when I open my mouth about door frames. Everyone's going to love the fact that we got new door frames. Everyone will love it. It's not like the bathroom is particularly useful anyway, so I think maybe an outhouse is the way to go. People are not meant to poop in the wild? Well, that's what the little shed around you's for. There's a slightly more complicated corner, but I think I can manage it. Is there dono alerts? There are, yes. I don't think there's any text-to-speech on them, but they do appear on the screen. Oh my god, what's wrong with this wall? Is it short? 10. Why is it doing that? Does not fit in the wall. Oh. Weird. Outhouse wood cabins make sense? Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. And the bathrooms were never particularly useful.
Okay, I posted an announcement in the Steam group, but it's not worked.
We have a Steam group?
We do. Shocking, I know.
Does anyone exist in there?
We have 3,148 members. Oh, here you go. It works.
Gonna have a log burner? I am gonna have a log burner, yeah. I'm not supposed to put props in ownable properties, but gotta have a log burner. A little metal pipe going up to the roof.
Can we have an Arga?
What is an Arga?
An Arga?
It's one of your made up words again.
The real homies know what an Arga is. I'm sure Alan Kennedy knows what an Arga is. It's like a really expensive oven that is like heated with oil and it's like on all the time.
That sounds terrible for the environment.
They're very fancy. The
Fancy
environment.
oven thing.
Rich people don't care about the environment. Let's look at Taylor Swift.
Oh.
A nice log burner would be lovely.
Yeah. We have a nice new model for a stack of logs to burn as well.
Oh, very good. Who made that model, may I ask?
Jurgen made that model.
Very well done. Got a lovely gaggle of modelers.
Gaggle? Isn't that what you use? So, isn't that the collective term for geese?
It's now a collective term for modelers. We need an electric radiator prop. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. Well, actually, we already have a radiator prop. Not an electric one, but you know.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to add it to slums. I didn't get around to it.
Be on Maya's kill list. I'm already on Maya's kill list.
Okay, now roof. Doing a roof for this is going to be slightly more annoying. How's the roof for this done? It's a model, right? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it is actually a model.
Yeah, the whole thing's just a model. Okay.
Do you know who did the winter uniforms for the police department? I'm not sure.
That was Casper.
That was Casper. Our lovely German Casper. He's very lovely.
I don't think he's German.
He is German.
Is he? I don't know.
I think so.
No,
Maybe.
well, if he's not, you've just embarrassed yourself. Love a campfire prop, but I think that would cause FPS problems. I've actually always wanted to do a campfire prop that like spawns fire particles on top of it, but you are right, performance would probably not be great. But never say never. Okay.
I will, if we have a campfire prop, I will sing the SpongeBob campfire theme tune. It goes like, how does it go again? CAMPFIREF song.
I don't know.
Oh no, Casper's actually Polish. Well, got that wrong.
Good job, Rogue.
Thank you.
Okay, roof-wise, it'll be a little bit annoying.
I mean, it's close enough to Germany, right? It's just over the border.
Might smooth this over a little bit.
I don't know what it is with PEEPS, but it tanks FPS. I think it's the actual particles that it leaves behind. It leaves like the scorched particles.
The decals?
Yeah. That's it. That was the word I was looking for.
Just think how I'm going to make this roof come together.
Berlin to Warsaw on one tank. Yeah. The throughout the.
Did the swingy light end up working? Yes. Yes, it did.
Ooh. I did forget about the swingy light actually.
So if this roof to work, I actually think I'm going to need to move. There's a room. Hope it doesn't tank FPS. If it does, it won't be in the final build of the map. So you'll know.
Nope. You'll know about it.
So I might need to do this.
We like FPS as much as you do.
Oh, that's going to be annoying though, actually.
Though I will say the FPS in V6 is extremely good. I don't think the community are prepared for how incredible the map is. They'll be like, hey, here's V6, and people will be like, alright, this is pretty cool, I guess. And then I'll log in, and then I'll load in, and I'll just be like, what the hell? It's like a whole new game.
How do I roof this?
Can't imagine swingy light causing problems when every car also has dynamic headlights.
The swing lights don't have dynamic lights on them. That is something that just didn't look right. But they swing. But the lighting is baked. It's high quality.
Yes. Baked like a loaf of bread.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, see, roofs are difficult. Triangle roofs difficult. And I don't know how you end a triangle roof when the annex side is flush on the back.
So we could do you could do a triangle style roof and then just a smaller triangle style roof with a flat wall on the.
Well, what I'd want. How many buildings in V5 / places going to stay the same, or is it all going to change in some way, excluding textures? I don't know if we can talk. I don't know if we can say that. Don't know if we can talk about the overall layout of things.
V5 buildings places can. Well, all I can say is that there is no building in from V5 that is left, apart from maybe the PD. So when you think about the buildings now, you think that they've all got, So if you think about, let's have a think of the, I don't know, City Hall is like a big white building with big balconies. That's been flattened, been knocked down. It's not even in the same place.
See, this is great because I don't have to worry about getting into trouble because Ro can just say things. He's like the Tom Holland of Perp.
I'm a bit naughty, really. I kind of go on a bit of a waffle. I might say too much.
So what I want is one roof going this way, triangle, the middle of the triangle here, and then the other roof coming out of it. Problem is this sits flush, so I think I'm going to need to move this around.
Rogue, your voice is so soothing. Thank you. I'm actually kind of ill.
You do have a great voice. I hate my voice.
I had a cold, and then the cold went away, and now I've got a cold again.
I need to start voice training, but
Let's get you voice trained. I think you sound lovely.
I don't sound very feminine.
You gotta sound, I'm a lady.
Thank you.
You gotta sound like that. Hello. It's like the guy off The Simpsons.
I know, right?
Yes.
Oh, I've 10 more. No, you've got to do your Troy McClure.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure.
No, you can't do it. You're ill. It's not working.
I don't know what he says. What's like one of his quotes?
I don't know.
I liked it when he was a babysitter. That was a great Simpsons episode.
I love The Simpsons. I haven't watched Simpsons since I cancelled my Disney Plus subscription.
I never had one.
I was never allowed to watch it when I was young.
I just remember it being on at 6:30 after Hollyoaks. That's when I watched it. I'm glad we're all excited for V6. So am I.
So I am sort of left with this awkward space, and I might just cover it up and pretend it's not there.
How about a wardrobe?
I guess might work.
Get a nice little slidey open wardrobe door.
That you can hide in, or stash your drugs in.
Oh wait, so can you cut out that wall there?
Hang on,
and just let the bedroom extend to the end.
This bit.
No, the little gap that you've got. I suppose you could shrink it. It doesn't have to be like.
I think I'm gonna try doing the closet.
A singular pooper. You can have the pooper in there, you know. You know, like
tiny.
in those old, if you go to any old like English house or British house, they usually have like a toilet in one room and then the sink, bath are like next door. It's kind of weird. Lived in a house like that. Who lives in a house like this? I did. So I suppose really it's good because it means someone can have a bath or a shower and you can have a big poop next door.
Rogue thinking about the real roleplay situations here.
I know. Yeah. Sorry, I've got to keep on track. Sorry. I'm going off on a waffle. You need to remind me, warn me if I'm going off on a waffle. I might put people off. Sliding door to store drugs would make the cabin interesting. It would make them pretty interesting. Especially for sweater cops that, you know...
Don't know about the hole.
They don't know about the hole. They just turn up and they go, well, nothing here, and then they leave.
I don't know, is this big enough? This must be big enough for a planter, right? I don't even know if I have a planter model. I do.
When I started PEEPS, I was 40 and joined because the Fearless RP was down. It's changed a bit, but it feels like V6 is new. Yes, V6 is very new. But it still feels like Paralake. It's still got the Paralake charm, if it had any charm to begin with. It's still got Bolly's testicle. There you go. That's how you know it's Paralake.
True.
And it's Bolly's testicles had an upgrade. You know, it's
much higher poly.
It is incredible. It's an absolute standout feature. Serious
going
RP
on the box.
server. Yeah, this is a serious RP server. Just ignore the testicle in the middle of the square.
Oh, someone donated. I didn't even see. Can you go check, Ferg?
You go check.
Yeah, go check. I need to fix the sound. I don't know why it's not making any noise.
Who donated?
Yeah, that comes to a better angle.
Thank you to Lucius Husky. Donated £10. Very cool. Thanks very much. Maybe I should read them all out.
What, all from the past week?
They didn't leave a comment. You should leave a comment and then I can read it out.
Like a real streamer.
David Brunning donated £35. Thank you. Kurak donated £40. Thank you, Kurak. Very kind. Syndrin donated £70. Wow.
Very generous.
That's great. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Marine Putin, £10. Thank you. Big Jimmy69 donated £10 and he says, remember to order from Vol.org. Thanks, Jimmy. We'll keep that in mind. Aqua donated £10. Thank you, Aqua. Happy holidays, everyone. Stay safe and take care. And he left a nice heart emoji.
You're very good at this.
I like to think so.
You are.
I think, I appreciate the donations. It's something, you don't have to do. You can just tune in, tune out, but to leave some dollar bills, that's very
All for
kind.
charity. It's very kind.
It's all for charity, and we like charity. UNSC Sniper donated £35. Thank you. He left a love heart. That's his comment. Anonymous donated £45. Thank you, Anonymous. I Love Freddy donated £35. Thank you.
That sounds like A1L.
It probably is. Strawberry Girl Fan 22 donated 35. Thank you very much. Carrot donated 35. Thank you, Carrot. Very kind. Helga Moo donated £25. And she says, much love from Helga. Smiley face. Thanks, Helga. We appreciate you. Certified Pennsylvanian so far has donated a whopping £190 in total.
God damn.
I feel like nobody in the chat knows who they are. I don't know who they are. I'm sure they're lovely.
They're one of our lovely moderators for the chat.
Yes.
Usually here.
Thank you, Certified Pennsylvanian. I'm not sure. I don't know who you are, but you are very generous. And I'm sure.
Thank you very much to Alan, who also just donated to not use Vault Court.
Thanks, Alan. £10. Thank you, Alan. I'm donating to say not to buy from Vault Corp. Alan, thanks very much. We'll pass that on to our readers. Scudis donated £35. Thank you very much. Dankeschön. Marty Red donated £35. Thanks, Marty. Anonymous donated 35. Thank you. Scoot donated £35. And Scoot says, whoop whoop Jingle Jam 24. Keep up the great work. Thank you. That's very kind. And Lorello, that's me. I donated £35 and I said I live for the Jingle Jam every year. And I certainly do. Because it's cool and pretty fun. And I like it. And then Anonymous donated £35. Thank you very much to you. And that's all the donos we have so far.
Excellent.
We're 8 days in.
Rogue is such a pro at this. He really is.
Thank you. We're 8 days in. We've raised a total of
£805 so far.
£805. What would you do with £805?
I'd give it to charity.
That's great. I would probably get... I don't know what I'd get with £805. New textures for V6. There you go.
We've got loads of new textures for V6. Don't even have to pay for those.
A lot of cool textures. Yes, the texturing people are great. They do a good job.
What are you on about? The people?
And that's what I said. The texturing peeps does a good job. That's what I
Okay,
said.
that's better. Better.
Yeah.
How high is the roof? Taller, but it starts like here. So actually a little bit less tall. Oh, it does have a slightly flat bit in the middle. I'll bring it back.
Should we keep some of the original features? Keep the flat bit for
I'm gonna
rain to
keep
pool
the flat.
and collect.
I'll
and then
keep
we'll
the
have
flat
to have
bit. So
buckets
so it can cave in,
inside.
yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
I don't like the angle I've done this at, to be honest. What's a good height for a wood cabin roof? Maybe like that. For those of you in the UK, I hope you are doing okay with the weather.
Oh, the weather. Let's you know what? Let's fucking talk about the weather.
Rogue's got some things to say about the weather.
Bloody weather. Oh my god. Oh, it's 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 pretty windy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite windy. It's a bit wet. A bit soggy. It's not good. I went to go get pizza today, and I could not go down my usual road because a tree had fallen over and it was closed. Absolutely ridiculous. Never mind these hurricanes they have in Florida land and all these houses blowing away. Bloody trees falling over. It's not good, is it? I thought they had like this complicated root system to hold them in the floor. I guess it's not good enough, really, is it? I'm actually just outside red zone, so I was all right. Well, I say I was all right. Still very windy. I think my wheelie bin fell over, actually. That's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Your wheelie bin fell over.
Yeah. It's not good.
Oh my god, fucking traumatizing. How will you
yeah,
recover?
I know.
Your wheelie bin has fallen over.
I think a traffic island bollard fell over as well. You know, those keep left ones. And one of them fell over as well.
It must be chaos in the streets.
I really wanted to take it home with me. I was like, I want this. But I didn't. I left it. I had to move an entire small tree to clear access to a village. Oh my goodness me.
Like, serious condolences for your wheelie bin, yeah.
My wheelie bin. Oh, it was the black one as well. It was not good.
Oh god, don't worry though. He just picked it back up again. It was fine.
It was all good. It's stinky. It's alright. At least it wasn't the recycling bin. That would have just gone everywhere. Also, I brushed up all the leaves yesterday, and they've all just fucking blown around again.
I have concerns that this may look too much like a suburbs house now.
No, I don't think it does. I think the T shape is a vibe.
But is it a cabin
It's more like
vibe?
Chat, is it a cabin vibe? Can we get
I don't like your insecurity on that.
Can we get a cabin? Chat, I'm so confident in my decision. Can we get a cabin vibe in the chat, please?
We need a vibe check on this cabin.
We need a vibe check. Now, do be aware that it is currently in like very basic stage.
Truss roof and it's a cabin. I love a truss roof. As I'm sure you know, I spent like all of last stream making a fucking truss roof piece.
Yes. Are we allowed to reveal what building that was to the viewers?
No. Let's have people find it.
We need more donations for that.
Oh wow.
We need to reach the next goal, and then we might be able to tell you.
Yeah, maybe if we reach the next goal, I'll load it up. I'll show you what it looks like now.
Yeah. What's the goal? What are we on? 805? What's the goal?
805 out of 850 currently.
Yeah, we've got a whole £45 to go.
Oh no, your wheelie bin might blow over.
Me bloody wheelie bin. Would the wood cabins be easier to access for newer players? So the new forest is... How can we describe it?
Without giving too much away, please.
Without
Rick.
giving too much away. Don't worry. I won't.
I'm super concerned.
You might have to You might have to like...
If the stream suddenly ends...
You know when you're on like a stage at a theatre and the guy gets like the walking cane out with the hooked end and just like drags you off? That'll be me.
No, this has never happened to me before. Are you okay?
Have you not seen that before? I'm sure it's probably awful. I'm sure the view's not I'm talking about.
Surely.
No, my name's Rogue, not Shirley. Anyway, so the new forest is, I would say, I would say it's easier to navigate than the old one, simply because
You
the
can
old
see stuff.
one you can actually
It's not
see
pitch
where
black.
you're going. Yeah, it's like the current one. Like the trees are so low down, it's so hard to see. But now there's like a very obvious path where you have to drive on, instead of just leaves everywhere. Yes.
How do I manage this?
So we will obviously, I presume, we'll add bushes and stuff to, because obviously we do like the sneaky vibe in the forest. We've got that feature that where you crouch behind a tree, it blocks your name tag out so people can't see you. So we'd like to retain that feature for the forest. And the forest is also very out of the way now. So, it's not being loomed by a big highway. It's like proper scary and proper in the middle of nowhere. Is Stonehenge going to have new... I don't think we've got Stonehenge yet.
Stonehenge currently isn't in the map, I'm afraid
Stonehenge
to
is
say.
currently...
I can't say it won't be in the map, but it's not there right now.
There's no henge.
Gnome
Henge. Maybe Stonehenge could be in the skybox, because honestly, who for fucking... Nobody likes Stonehenge, let's be honest.
Whoa, controversial for all the Stonehenge fans.
Stonehenge is terrible. When I do my chop shop and I've got to go for my money in Stonehenge, I'm like, this is it. I'm done. I'm going to get mugged. I'm dead.
I'm going to resign.
I'm going to resign. Community management is over. It's not good. So, to answer your question, I'm sure Stonehenge will not have new stones, because I feel like the current stones are fine. Honestly, I don't really have a problem with the current ones. It's fun to run the raid event at Stonehenge with 4 to 6 people and watch them try and find each other. Find each other and also get stuck.
Sounds like you're enjoying other people's misery there.
Yeah. You get stuck because they can't jump through the little tiny gaps, the deceiving gaps.
Okay, that has come out too thick. Please be wall width.
Need to get some Christmassy events sorted on the live server. I'm just so busy. I ain't got time for this. But we'll have to get it done. What did we have last year? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Let's go on the old forums and have a look.
Okay, then we can grab our vertex tool and start fixing up where it meets here. Actually, don't even really need to use the vertex tool. We can just grab
Remember
the affected walls.
The Nutcracker was released, wasn't it?
Yes.
You joined as a modeler on the 25th of December.
I did, yes. I was a Christmas baby from the development team.
So you've not even been on the team for a year.
I have not.
And you have made all this? Isn't that crazy? That is rather crazy, in my opinion. New models. New fireworks. Oh, we had the new fireworks, didn't we? New fireworks, and then we had...
That. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Why did I do it like that? It's okay. It's going to be fine.
There's not really that many Christmas 2022 threads. news and announcements.
Oh, that's very sweet, Helga.
You have the fireworks this year again.
Yeah. I believe they started today being worked on. What the fuck has happened here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I even want to know. What's the building you're most proud of so far? I think probably the replacement monorail station, or maybe City Hall.
Yes. The new monorail station is incredible. And that's all I can say about this matter. I like the new parking garage that you made.
Oh yeah, that was cool to make.
The new parking garage is great. It is so good.
Thoughts on having a bus service? We used to.
We had a bus service in 2013 and 14. Maybe not nowadays.
Yeah.
It's one of these jobs that kind of is not really... it's just not very useful for people because cars are cheap, or at least starter cars are cheap. You've already got taxi, you've already got the monorail. It's not really worth having. The only fun person who'd be having fun is the person driving the bus. Your storage looks nice as well.
That was the first building I made for V6.
Yes, and we have 2 storages now. One for the events.
It's not really
So we've
storage then.
It's like a storage for people and then storage for when we have events going on. So it'll be closed, not during events. Yeah, the taxi driver job is it's an interesting one. It's still premium for some reason, which it shouldn't be. Should be accessible to all. Give taxi ranks and have bus driver be the penultimate rank. I think... You know what? I think like the mini buses they have in like South Africa and stuff, and like maybe not Australia, but they have like these mini buses which are not even mini buses. They're just like passenger vans with like 12 seats. We should have that, like a Toyota 𝗕𝗄𝗃 or something. It's a mini bus. I love a minibus. I would love to get a minibus license. IRL. I think it's just because I like buses, though. I'm a bit of a nerd like that. Short bus for Paralake. Like a shuttle bus from GTA 5, like the airport bus. Should have one of them. Transit with seats. Yeah, the transit with the sliding door. That's only used by like sixth form schools.
True.
Crime scene cleaner with a black van and a mop. You just go play with Sarah cleanup detail if you want that. No, I'm joking. No, a crime scene upper just got paramedics for that, honestly. Just clear up the bodies and off they go to the next job. I think the game mode as it is we're kind of fast paced, Things are the things they are because we want we don't have court role play and lawyer role play because It's not very engaging. It's only fun for like one person. So that's why we have these systems in place, just to make the game mode go a bit faster. So like the DNA tool, not a thing you'd find in real life, but not really a subsidy for it, to be honest.
I've done something weird to this ceiling. I think it needs to go and start again.
But to be fair, we do have something in V6 for lawyers, if you want to be a lawyer. I can't tell you what it is, but you know, do have it. Pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. So DNA tool going to be switched for the one in the booster channel. Yeah, it will be switched. When it will be switched, I'm not sure. I will have to ask the wonderful gaggle of developers in our team, because they kind of, you know, well, I don't know actually. I don't know what they do. I don't know how they work their magic. Please ignore
Thanks,
the cat
Sushi.
in the background. Thanks, thank you. Please ignore the.
She's very happy.
She's. What do you think of Paralake V6, Sushi? Sushi refuses to comment on the matter. Prefer the term Congress for developers. They're not really a Congress, though. I mean, they kind of don't really do anything. They just kind of, you know. They're like the weird IT people of like an office building that you just kind of tell them to do something and they just do it in their little dark little room.
Are you comparing us to the IT crowd?
Yeah, I've never seen the show because it looks kind of bad, but you know that's
a controversial take.
Do you like the IT crowd?
IT crowd's great.
Okay, peeps. I'm sure. Oh my goodness me. Cat is here.
Okay, I think this is going to solve our roof problem. Maybe.
I think now's about a good time to have a quick break, don't you think?
Sure. Rogue making sure that I am watered.
Yes, fed, watered. Toilet break, potty break. We have to, we have to have these things too. We can't just, we're not machines here. Well, Peeps is a machine. I don't know how she does it. But I'm no machine. I'm an old man, I've got a sore back. I can't believe someone of your stature has not seen the IT crowd. I've never seen it. It just looks kind of bad. It's got like it's one of those shows with a laugh track and just tune in. So, okay, we'll be back. We'll be back after a quick break, everybody. We'll see you.
Hello everybody, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to 𝗕𝗺𝗃𝗃 stream of 2024, day 8.
Yeah, what he said.
Or is it day 7?
It's technically day 7. Even though
Day
it's
7.
technically day 8 now. Because I
It's day
started
8 now.
streaming late.
Yep.
But that's my bad. My bad.
What she said. Got some wine gums.
You're always eating wine gums.
Oh, I love wine gums, man. They're so good.
Okay.
So, where are we up to?
Re-putting the roof on.
It does look like you are re-putting the roof on.
Yeah. Having a few roofing issues.
What do you reckon Bolly will say about this?
I reckon Bolly will say, don't do an outhouse.
Why the fuck would you do an outhouse? That's how he talks.
Okay.
Bolly's the be-all and end-all of all our buildings. Very sad.
And that implies that I listen to him.
No, of course not.
So, I think I need to make the walls 1 thicker to meet with the roof. Maybe it'll be okay. We're going to find out. We're going to make our own. I don't know why there's a 3 gap here. Where is that coming from? Oh, I see. This is probably this. That's fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these cuts and then I'm going to just manipulate the vertexes so the roof is actually in the same place. Which means we need here and on this side. Should do the same thing. And then we'll do it to the rest of... Yeah, as you can see, they're all sort of 3 out from the wall, which is odd. Not entirely sure how that happened.
It's where these very good graphs come in, because they're very important for lining things up.
Oh, there's another one here. Where's that come from? No. This side? Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how PEEPS is spotting all of these, I'll be honest.
Just feel it. Feel the mistakes.
She's got that hammer bug. She's got that hammer disease.
Okay, I think that I have fixed the roof. I'll spend to here. Yes, I think the roof is fixed there. Good. I might actually... What if I make this a little bit smaller? Like, no, maybe not. It'll have to be like half the size. Okay, probably fine. Okay, so if we then select sort of counting on the fact that I'm going to be able to just cut correctly here in a way that does not cause issues.
In a way that does not use resources.
Gonna do a walkable bit onto the top side of the room, so I'll have it inaccessible. Because well, I'd like it to you be able to walk up here, but I think that'd be terrible for basing, or specifically trying to raid. If the defenders can stand up on the rafters.
I think the old wood cabins back in the day did have accessible ceiling, which was tiny. May have to incorporate the dreaded player clip.
Oh, is this overlapping, or is it just because it is overlapping?
Which V6 building do you think would be the most annoying to raid? Office.
Most annoying to raid. I don't know. The intention is to keep active map development up after the map is released, so hopefully we can continue to iron out problems like that as they get found. Okay, I'm going to need to make
we can do that.
What is this? Is it also full at the right place? Oh, it's so close. I'm just going to move the door so it is. So this bit is going to need to sit separately. Because the cut needs to be like... that. Is that sitting at the right point? It's going... It needs to be like that, I think. And this one too. Bring it up to the right point. I see. I see. Okay, so I'm just trying to get to deal with this. The fact that the walls are sticking out the top of the ceiling, it's not what we want.
This is fine.
Okay, the rest of these probably can just be dealt with from this angle. There's something weird going on here, I'll take a look in a second. Okay, so that gets rid of that. They then sit fine. What is... What is this from?
We've put so much effort into decorating the rest of the map. We might as well keep going with the cool roofs.
What is making this weird shape? Oh, it's over here. Ah, we've got a forbidden brush face.
A forbidden face. That's what I say to myself when I look in the mirror. Forbidden face. What place has taken the longest to make so far?
Which building has taken the longest? Office.
Office still got very... Office was...
I think Office's
months.
turnaround was 2 months, which is by far the longest building.
It took rather a long time. I suppose Bank wasn't that far off.
Bank also took a while. Bank was probably about 6 weeks.
Yeah. Office was a gargantuan project.
Why are you so unhappy?
Which I think turned out for the better. City Hall was surprisingly a quick turnaround.
Yeah, City Hall was probably only about 2 or 3 weeks.
Business sector, what can we say about business?
What? What are we talking about?
What can we say about business?
I'll leave that one to you.
It's yeah, it's you know, yeah, it's a business.
Business is going well.
It's going great. There we go. I think 𝗕𝗺𝗧𝗲 is doing a lot of business.
Business is mostly 𝗕𝗺𝗧𝗲𝗺's area right now.
Yes.
Hence why I'm just, not going to comment.
We shan't comment. 𝗕𝗺𝗧𝗲 is 𝗕𝗺𝗧 can't. He likes to knuckle down and get on with it. Having people breathe down his neck is not good, which is I appreciate. You know. So Puffer Market, Puffer Mart as a place is no longer in business. It is elsewhere. Puffer Mart will charge you $1 for a bag. What are you going to do about that? But 𝗕𝗺𝗧𝗲, he's doing great. Business is going great. The casino is amazing.
Casino is the only part of business I've touched so far.
Yeah. Car dealer is also amazing.
Yes, I believe we showed off some of car dealer.
Yes, it looks like a proper car dealer. It's big windows. It's not just a big C shape with a horse statue. It's not. Puffer's not closed. It's downsized.
Okay.
It's sized it.
Forgot to have no drawer on. That's alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna probably fit this. I don't really need to worry about the...
Coolest part of V6. It's quite
Everyone has their
focused.
own favourite part of V6.
What's my favourite part of V6? Oh, it's got to be the slums area. I love it. It looks so good. It is such a contrast to the current slums. It has earned its title of being a slum. But the entirety of the city is so good. How would you say V6 has improved the new player experience? We intend to improve the new player experience by redoing the missions entirely. So we want to try and do that.
Also, wayfinding, a relatively new addition to the map.
Yes,
considering...
wayfinding, GPS. Can you leak the new apartment name for charity? I mean, it's still called slums. They've all still got the same name. Regals is a resort. Projects is, well, currently doesn't exist, but it will still be called Projects, I believe. But we will still try and have everything has kind of a name, but it still has its old name just for familiarity. I imagine most of the road.
The new apartment, I'd leak the name if we had a name for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, the V6 development has gone in like 3 stages. There was the original plan, to which was just updating V5. Then there was the second version of V6, which was much bigger. And then it had a third redesign, which is now the current iteration. And a lot of there's stuff from the first 2 designs that might make it over, might not. So like I know that we've shown off stuff before, especially like the 10th anniversary, but V6 does not look anything like it did then, and the stuff shown off there is not really comparable to where we're at now. It's been a very, a developing and evolving project over the past like 2 years.
It's changed hands a few times. So anything you've seen from the 10th anniversary is not really an incorporation of it, is there?
Is the beautiful motel not being usable set in stone? Yes. At least upon release, there are no plans for it to be usable.
It's a very nice building, though, I must say. It is sad, but, we can still work with it.
Interiors are very expensive, unfortunately.
Yeah. Though we do have more properties available for purchase than we did in V5.
The props being made in Blender and all textures VTF. Yes, and yes.
Yes to both. Chat, what do we think of the current new shape? I quite like it. I think it works well. We thought of a T, we thought of an I, and now it's neither of those things. But this is fine. So what is this orange texture you're putting on everything?
This is just an accent texture, so I can see the difference. The orange is going to become a model.
Very good.
Although out of interest, how much... Okay, yeah, it's the whole roof on the old model. Cool. So yeah, orange is going to be what will become a model because that saves on resources.
Yes. Some buildings are literally just a model. entire buildings, which saves on resources.
Costs on performance, but you know, we need to get. That's why any building that. That's why the motel can't be ownable, because most of it is a model, and the performance would be too bad.
Yeah, and it doesn't cut out the areas of the map. So once you walk into a building, I imagine the rest of the map unrenders to save performance, but if you were just a model of a building, it would not work properly and would be very bad.
Is Blender hard to use? No. I learnt it in a week.
PEEPS learned it in a week. I didn't get past the donut tutorial. So it depends what kind of person you are. I don't think I could work with three-dimensional spaces.
I think I could fit a tiny toilet in here.
A tiny toilet. Let's see. That would be. I think that would be great. Just the tiniest little toilet. Can you even fit any drugs in it? Do we reckon? I reckon. You see, again, this is the thing with the space. Without the shadows and the lighting, the space is quite deceiving. So perhaps the small wardrobe would be bigger than you might expect.
Okay. Well, I think we finally have a basic layout. Only took 2 hours. Let's have a look at toilets. Needs to be one of those toilets with the boxes on the wall. That one.
So, Alan, I reckon you just wash your hands in the toilet, mate.
No, we can fit a sink.
Oh, we can. See, this is great.
I don't think you could, maybe not hide your drugs in here, but you could sit in here.
I reckon you could hide your drugs.
I'm going to test it in a second.
I reckon we make it a wet room. Put a drain in the floor. Put a shower on the wall. Got a wet room.
Door might not open. That might be an issue.
It may have to open into the space. Do you reckon the sink and the toilet could fit next to each other?
I don't know. I need to have a look at the space. So the perfect place for 8 planters? Yeah.
How come having houses as one model from Blender worse for performance?
Okay, so
models don't cut out visuals.
So
when you walk into
when compiling a map,
sure you can explain it better than me.
Which I'm about to do. The engine calculates a thing called viz, which is basically what you can see from other points in the map. So basically, if I'm in here, the engine has pre-calculated that I can see out the door, and I'll be able to see anything in this position, but because of these 2 walls, I won't see anything over here. So when you're stood in here, it's not going to draw anything over here, because it doesn't need to. Models have no way of cutting viz, which means that the engine has no way of knowing there's anything solid there. So as far as the engine's concerned, if this building was all a model, you'd be looking at this. And so it will render everything all of the time, which is why it's bad for performance.
It's more like what is rendered rather than the distance that's rendered. Ignore the cat, please. I think the tiny toilet is a success.
Is that like client and or server performance? A client. There's little clients having to render all that stuff.
On this terrible 32-bit game, which can't do anything. But that's fine. So PEEPS is currently loading up the version of the wood cabin that we've made. That she's made, I mean, not me. I've done nothing. I've just sat here and waffled all night.
You're like having a personal podcast.
It's nice. It's good. I enjoy it. I like being here. And, you know, chatting to the gang.
All for charity.
It's all for charity. If you've just tuned in, donate to the Humble Bundle. Not the Humble Bundle. I should really stop calling it that. I mean the 𝗘𝗺cie Bundle. £35 get you some really cool games. Gary's Mod is not part of it, but cool games nonetheless.
It's small, but I think
It works.
I think it works.
Shove a planter in there. Just get a...
I'm aware I've got all of the V6 props installed right now. As you can see, when searching for the word planter, we get every single planter around every single building in V6. For example, this one, which I think is opposite the hospital. It has killed me.
I don't think it's tabbed into your game.
It might just... I think the stream's behind slightly. I think it is. What I'm looking for, though, is... the little planter box. That's not it?
I think it's called. I think it's box.
Is that it? No,
one.
I don't know what that's from. It's just called box.
It's called like planter box.
I don't know which ones of these it is. So many. I regret naming every planter a planter.
It's not ideal.
Hang on. Let me actually find the model path.
Technical difficulties.
It is... That is because it is called... Is that it? Is that the model? It's not even called planter, it's called station plants.
Station plants, great.
There we go.
Okay, nice. You can shove it in.
You might not be able to shut the door. I think the door might have to open outwards, you're right.
The door may have to... What about 𝗕𝗺ci's very cool?
No, they don't work.
Okay.
They just don't work.
They don't work. What about an
okay, you can...
planter?
An advanced planter. God, I'm never going to find what that's called. Yeah, that would be too convenient, wouldn't it?
That would be very...
It's a wood cabin, right? Yes.
It is, yes.
Is it also called plant station something?
Pots or something?
I'd have to load up my server and have a look at what the actual name is.
There's a pot.
I'd have no idea what the model is for the advanced planter.
This is all for science, everybody.
Yep, don't know.
We don't know. We've been defeated, but that's okay.
Well, it's not my fault that whoever made it didn't name it very well.
I'm not sure who made the model, I'll be honest.
I don't know. I also just don't know what it's called. Grow?
Hello, DB Killer. Welcome to...
No.
The Stram.
Drug. It's not under drug.
How's the progress on wood cabin? It's good. Looks great. We figured out a layout
I
we like. And I think it's going to look incredible. It's me. I'm here to relieve the strain from PEEPS. because she has to do literally everything. So I'm just here reading donos and chat.
Yeah, so donate if you want to get your hands on the game's collection. There is a limited number of them, so don't wait too long. I don't know how many's left. Rogue can find out.
Let me find out.
Says it on the page.
There are currently...
This is not bad. This is you could easily
left.
60,000.
60,000.
So £35 or more get access to the game's collection.
They have sold 38,200 of the bundles. So get yours today. Tonight. So we made a small toilet area.
Yep.
Because the space was left over. We're seeing if we can fit drugs in there. Because that would be quite funny.
Turns out, yes, you can. I also want to know if I can reuse some of the kitchen models I've made, because that would be useful.
Bish bash bosh.
But we have too many models in V6, and I can't even find what I'm looking
There are
for.
over, would you say triple the amount of models?
There's, I believe V5 has somewhere around 500 to 700 models, and V6 passed 2,000 the other week.
Yes. So if you're low on hard drive space, well, sorry about that.
There we go.
So now we're testing some base defenses. Currently, PEEPS has killed herself with her own defense.
This is how good I am at basing.
Yeah. It's a good place for the kitchen.
Yeah. Little kitchen counter, doesn't it? We can probably...
That is the suburbs kitchen counter.
It is.
Very nice counter, made by PEEPS.
Probably can just go in there, you know, with the fridge.
The sink does have a plug hole as well.
It
There
does.
it is. Hello, 𝗕𝗵. Welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, I guess we can give texturing a go.
How do you make models in Blender for the... How do you make models in Blender the right size for the Paralake map?
Okay, well,
sure
there's
what you
two methods for making sure things are the right size, and I use both, one more than the other. Most people have basically an exported version of the player model, just any player model, but usually one of the citizens. They just have this in Blender, and they can kind of, you know, use this to work out the size of what they want. Because the stuff I'm working with are much more specific, you know, I'm trying to fit things in a specific part of the map, and it needs to be much more exact. What I usually do is I will head into Hammer, I'll make myself, say I wanted to make a kitchen counter over here. So what I'd do is I'd sort of create a box that is the shape, no detail or anything, but I just create a box that is the shape of the kitchen counter. So like that. Sort of this height. And then I take this, and there's in Hammer++, it's integrated. It's a program called Proper. It's an add-on for Hammer, and it basically lets you convert brush into a model. So then I'd take this out of Hammer and I'd put it into Blender, and then you basically use it as an exact size reference for whatever area I need. Both methods work, both have their downsides. You know, having a person that you could already have in Blender is much faster, but if you want a very exact reference for the map, then exporting part of the brush is usually easier. When will there be another one of animations combining this to FM? I have a couple I'm working on. There's a big one I'm working on. Obviously, working on this map takes a lot of my time right now, but at some point, there will be more. Don't worry. Okay. Let's put some basic textures down. starting with wood. Now I imported some new wood textures not long ago. Unfortunately, I need to find them. Okay, so we've got this.
This is half the battle. Finding the things you made.
New wood texture for the floor. So I've got this one, and then I have a slightly older more weathered looking one. But I think I've used the weathered one in other places. It's kind of got stains and stuff on it, and I feel like this is more of a workshop kind of vibe. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Now, what are the walls of the other wood cabinet? Oh, this is a horrible texture. Why are we using this? This is a flooring texture. We really use this on the side of our wood cabins?
That's X quality.
I'm gonna go with. Might be that we need to do some new textures. A lot of Half-Life 2 textures, but they look kind of crunchy. So, do you and Lilios do the same shit or different tasks, parts of the map? We split the map into sections because it's easier to work like that. So, basically, I've spent most of my time doing the city. The city was brought up to basically 100% completion maybe like a few weeks ago. But before then, most of my time was doing the city. Lilios is then, who's very good at terrain, did the terrain for the forest and the terrain for the suburbs. And then I've come in and I'm then doing some of the buildings for it, while Lilios works on finishing up the business sector. So we kind of split the map into its sectors and then, split the work up based on our strengths there. I don't know what wood to use here. Maybe we should switch out this one, use this for the walls. What kind of walls do wood cabins have? I mean, wood,
Logs.
But on the inside?
On the inside? I'd imagine they just use the same logs on the outside.
Do they?
I'm going to look some images up.
Oh, we've got this.
So, what I'm seeing, yeah. Oh, actually, it's kind of like a sauna. A sauna look.
Can you send me the pictures?
You ever been inside of a sauna? This one kind of looks kind of lame, though.
This wood, the City 17 wood, is one of the better Half-Life 2 textures. It has some great reflections that it can create, so I'm okay with using it. Though I think the planks are probably too small for something like this. I don't know, these are always preliminary textures. Usually the textures change completely by the time the building is done. It's more just to get a feel.
We like feeling.
Is that flicker? Oh, we don't like that. Where is that being created here? Yeah.
Only you two mapping wise, or anyone else assisting with mapping?
It's just us. We're the only mappers in the development team. No, I prefer this as the floor. Need to find a different texture for the walls. What have we got here? See, this is a very nice texture, but it's just, I think, probably way too small. Yeah, that's not going to look good blown up. Oh, maybe it's... Actually, it's quite nice. Look at that, Rogue. It's actually quite a nice texture.
Like that. What if we turn it 90 degrees?
I think the problem we'll have then is that it's got these seams.
Yeah.
So it's going to then do that. And I don't think that's quite as nice.
What do we think, chat? Sideways or upways? I do quite like upways, actually.
Maybe it's too vibrant. Okay, well, I need to fix the corners because apparently this is something weird going on.
I do like the beech wood though, like or birch. It's a lot lighter than the dark oak that we have.
Why is there a weird... Is it this one? No? Something flickering going on there, but I don't know what's causing it. This one's definitely broken.
We don't like flickers. I find it quite funny. I played Metro the other week rather, which is a AAA game, and the amount of flickering textures in that game is crazy. So, confirmed V6 is better than AAA game map.
Well, you know, we haven't released it yet. There might be flickering textures.
There may be flickers, but that's fine. I'm sure.
But hopefully we'll fix them. Did you send me a picture? Oh, you did. I see.
I sent you many.
They are quite nice, aren't they?
I like the bird wood. I like how light it is. What about the can you see that white yellowish looking wood there? You've got quite a few wood textures in your arsenal.
I like the wood in the last picture.
Yeah.
Especially on the ceiling. I like that it's kind of a worn wood, which I don't think we really have.
I spotted some wood. If you go to the top there.
I also like the middle one. The kind of worn feeling I like. I think that the first one is like too manufactured.
This is true.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for... Okay, I probably will need to find some new textures.
So that'll also make it... Do you reckon you'll make the windows really like a real wood cabin? Because they usually have tiny little windows, don't they?
Okay, I'm gonna just go back to dev textures for now.
The current ones are quite large. Quite large. Could have some little tiny, stumpy little windows. And that way, new players will find it easier to board up their house.
Very cool. Very true. So finding textures is not going to be a particularly interesting process for anyone watching, but I suppose it is a necessary evil. Unless I can work on something
Texture
else
finding is it's a necessary part of the mapping experience. And
just a boring
one. What's quite disappointing as well is they always look really nice when you look at them, and then obviously you have to import it into a nearly 20-year-old engine, and it takes all the nice definition out of it.
Yep, pretty much.
But that's fine. You can make it work. PEEPS can make it work. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Where was that wood that's nice? This one. Let's try on the ceiling. See, that might be a better fit. Might be a better fit as a ceiling texture, to be honest.
This is a very good fit as a ceiling texture, actually.
and then I can have the beams going across it. Which does still leave us with the wall issue. Also, I think the colour might be a bit much. I might need to go and edit this. Do you still plan on streaming V6 progress after the charity thing ends? I guess it depends on the interest for it. If people are interested in seeing the development process.
Would be a nice.
To be honest, I just always assumed it's kind of boring for most people.
People love a good behind the scenes kind of stream. I think the issue really is, you know, it's quite difficult to stream and map at the same time.
There's also the spoiling it. We don't want to spoil too much of the map.
Exactly. We would like to keep it nice and surprise, because it is a nice surprise. Be
Materials.
extremely surprised.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new version of this texture. That is a different colour. Remember when this was going to take me an hour? Those were the days.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was
That was a nice thought. So I'm just going to fix this texture really and bring it down to a colour that I want to use.
just like to say, appreciate you all coming along to the stream. Appreciate you viewing and looking at what we do. It's pretty fun.
Why does Photoshop not let me stream
Appreciate
the actual
donating to
image? Why is it
charities
streaming the
as well.
starting page?
We are looking at a texture of the ceiling.
I wish you were.
Or at least
That's what
I
I'm
am.
trying to
Through
show.
my window.
But for some reason it's just showing something completely random. There you go, you can look at VTF edit instead. I'm just going to quickly, I guess, desaturate this and change its hue slightly.
Bit of the old desaturation.
Adjustment, hue. Fence 2. There you go. Slightly saturated version. That's a bit better.
New texture in place. Here we go. Now she's got to do a bit of her shifty magic.
It's all lined up.
There we go.
And then I need to get new
Wow.
textures for the wall, but I'm going to do that tomorrow because I'm tired. I think I will leave it there.
We
So, I didn't finish
old
the
wood
wood cabin, which I'd quite like to have done, but I will finish it tomorrow. At least the hard work is
We'll
done.
get it all buttoned up, and hopefully, maybe, we could show off some of the progress to the nice viewers. Perhaps.
But thank you
We'll
very much
see.
for watching. And I guess if there's more demand for this stuff, then I'll make more. I don't know, go pester me on the forums or something. But in the meantime, have a good night. Make sure to donate to Jingle Jam if you can. It's all for good cause. Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Goodbye.